I'm Zoe, 21, dubbing myself a writer for now. With me is my older brother, Mr. Axel Reyes, age 30, navigating the corporate world post-college. We lost our parents tragically in a car accident when I was in ninth grade. The shock threw me into a deep depression, rendering me a recluse, unable to attend high school. Thanks to my brother's unwavering support, I sought help and gradually regained my footing. Our parents' passing left my brother, fresh out of college, shouldering the responsibility of caring for me. Amidst his own challenges, he took on household chores and supported me emotionally. Slowly, I emerged from my isolation, starting with small tasks like tidying my room, eventually reclaiming a semblance of normalcy with my brother's guidance. Now, we reside together in our childhood home, dividing household duties. Given my work-from-home status, I handle meal preparation and grocery shopping, relishing the occasional outing for supplies. Cooking has become a source of joy. I excel at concocting dishes from recipes discovered online during my hermit days. My brother, akin to a parent figure since our loss, embodies a blend of kindness and discipline. His dedication to education paved the way for a successful career, culminating in a leadership role at a prominent company. Over time, he blossomed socially, culminating in a relationship with Miss Nora Reyes, his now fiancée. When my brother introduced Nora to me, her elegance and warmth immediately resonated. She's a charming office lady at a major food company, a graduate of the same university as my brother. Despite her youthful appearance, her maturity shines through, earning my instant admiration. Nice to meet you, I'm Zoe, the sister. Please take care of my brother, I greeted warmly. Likewise, replied Miss Nora Reyes with a smile. You're such a darling sister. I always wanted a sister, so I'm genuinely thrilled you'll be joining our family, Nora expressed, her smile radiant. Despite her slightly heavy makeup, her warmth was palpable, painting her as a delightful addition to our lives. Curious about me, she inquired, and Axel, my brother, stepped in to field the question. Well, actually, Zoe didn't attend college. When our parents passed away during her ninth grade year, she grappled with mental health issues. It took her some time to overcome, but she's leading a normal life now, Axel explained, his pride in my resilience evident. Surprised, Nora probed further, and I joined in, acknowledging the tumult my illness had caused and expressing heartfelt gratitude for my brother's unwavering support. I understand now, Nora responded, her demeanor shifting slightly. Axel, sensing tension, sought to reassure her, urging her to see beyond appearances. Attempting to lighten the mood, I injected a joke, but Nora's solemn response caught me off guard. In that moment, I sensed there was more beneath the surface of her reaction. As I learned more about Nora's background, it became evident that her family boasted an impressive lineage of academic and professional achievement. Despite the stark differences in our upbringings, I harbored hopes of my brother joining this esteemed family. Amidst wedding preparations and my brother's evident happiness, I lent a hand where I could, finding joy in his joy. Then, one day, my smartphone rang, signaling a potential turning point in our story. Feeling a flutter of nerves, I hesitated before answering the call from an unknown number. But seeing it was displayed, I took the leap. Who is this? I inquired cautiously. Zoe, I'm Nora's mother. Nice to meet you, came the unexpected voice of Nora's mother, who would soon be my mother-in-law. Surprised by the call's source, I braced myself for what might follow. What can I do for you? I asked, my anxiety palpable. Nora's mother broached the topic delicately. I heard from Nora that you didn't attend high school and only graduated from middle school. I swallowed hard, sensing where the conversation might lead. Yes, when my parents died in an accident, I struggled with mental health issues. It took me a long time to fully recover, which is why I couldn't attend high school. Her response was measured yet cutting. I sympathize with your situation, but the fact remains that you only have a middle school education, right? Yes, I confirmed, bracing for what would come next. I have a favor to ask, she continued. Please do not attend Axel and Nora's wedding ceremony. Actually, don't attend at all. I was taken aback by the audacious request, struggling to comprehend its implications. What do you mean? I stammered, trying to make sense of her words. With a blunt sigh, she pressed on. Salon and Nora both graduated from top universities, and my husband and I also graduated from college. Of course, all our relatives have college degrees. You're not very smart, are you? No wonder you only finished middle school. Her words stung, but I listened as she explained further. her tone dripping with superiority. As I mentioned earlier, our family is made up of elites. Graduating from college is a given, and we hold prestigious jobs like executives at big corporations, doctors, lawyers. These are the kind of impressive people attending the wedding. Slowly, the weight of Nora's mother's words sank in. So we don't want you, a middle school graduate, at such an event. Actually, we'd rather you not come. I struggled to process her blunt rejection, but I'm the sister of the groom, his only family. I can't just not attend. I protested, a pang of hurt coursing through me. Please don't come anyway. How could we introduce you, a middle school graduate, to our relatives without feeling embarrassed? Do you understand? She pressed, her tone cutting. After the call ended, anger mingled with hurt, and I trembled with indignation. It wasn't the first time I faced disdain due to my education level. My parents, too, had harbored similar sentiments, overly concerned with appearances and reputation. Yet despite their judgment, I never viewed my life as embarrassing. I refused to accept being looked down upon by others. But amidst my frustration, a new conflict emerged. What if my presence at the wedding jeopardized my brother's happiness? Could I bear to see him suffer on my account? Despite the years of support he'd given me, I couldn't bear to be the cause of his distress. In turmoil, I confided in my brother about the situation, fearing his disappointment. To my surprise, his response was unwavering support. "Don't worry, you're my sister, my only family. Feel free to attend my wedding," he reassured me, his words a balm to my wounded pride. "I'll protect you no matter what, but if I cause trouble for you, I don't mind not attending," my brother reassured me, his unwavering support a comforting embrace. "There's no way to cause trouble, Zoe. You're my one and only sister. If I can't protect my sister, what kind of brother would I be?" His words resonated deeply within me, strengthening my resolve. "Thank you, brother," I replied, emboldened by his unwavering faith in me. Encouraged by his words, I decided to attend the wedding. On the day of the wedding, during the family introduction, as my uncle presented me as our family representative, I couldn't miss the disdainful glances from my sister-in-law's parents. My brother, ever perceptive, seemed to notice their attitude. At the reception, the seating arrangements for the families were clear, yet I couldn't help but wonder if a seat had been set aside for me. To my relief, there was one, but as I took my place, I felt the weight of piercing stares upon me. Indeed, my mother-in-law's gaze was particularly intense. Marching over, she confronted me. "Weren't you told not to come? You'd be a disgrace to our family," she accused. "I am his real sister. There's no reason for me not to attend," I asserted firmly, refusing to be belittled. "For a middle school graduate, you sure are insolent," she shot back before walking away, leaving her harsh words lingering in the air. As the bride and groom made their grand entrance, I couldn't help but smile, seeing my brother amidst a different atmosphere. Nora looked resplendent, radiating joy and elegance. Suddenly, my mother-in-law stood up and commandeered the microphone, her voice booming across the room. "Our family has all graduated from college and hold respectable jobs," she declared, her words echoing through the hall. "I believe that Axel is a suitable person for our family, but there is one issue." She paused, gathering her thoughts before continuing. "It is his middle school graduate sister. She is an incredibly embarrassing presence in our family. We would like to ask the groom to sever ties with her. If you can't, we cannot allow this marriage." The room erupted into commotion, but my mother-in-law ignored it, turning to my brother with a demand. "Axel, can you swear to do that here? Swear to cut ties with this embarrassing middle school graduate sister and become a part of our excellent family." With a nod from both the bride and father-in-law, she handed the microphone to my brother, her expression triumphant. Taking a deep breath, my brother addressed the assembly. "Indeed, my sister is a middle school graduate, but she is my only blood relative, my family since her parents have passed away. I can't sever ties with her. I apologize to all of you who have attended today, but I will cancel the marriage and consider this relationship with this family as non-existent. This is my answer." With that, he slammed the microphone down and came straight to me, his smile refreshed. "Zoe, I'm sorry for causing trouble. There's no need for us to be here. Let's go home." Later, I heard from relatives that the reception was canceled because the groom left halfway through. The bride burst into tears, and her parents were scolded by their relatives, forced to apologize on their hands and knees and return the gift money. My uncle contacted my brother afterward, admitting that while his attitude at the reception wasn't praiseworthy, he would have severed ties with him if it had continued. He offered to pay a suitable amount of consolation money and have the bride's side bear all the expenses for the ceremony. But my brother refused, insisting on a sincere apology for his sister. After a while, a meeting was arranged at our home for post-settlement discussions. Determined to assert myself, I steeled my resolve for the meeting with my former in-laws. Only 3 of them showed up: my ex-sister-in-law and her parents. They handed my brother some money as a gift, labeled as an inconvenience fee, and offered apologies for the rudeness of the reception. However, their words lacked sincerity, tinged with reluctance. My ex-mother-in-law muttered statements like, "We should have investigated more thoroughly. If we had, this wouldn't have happened," showing no genuine remorse. Likewise, my ex-father-in-law echoed similar sentiments, blaming my brother for not disclosing details about me from the start. Anger simmered within me as I executed my prepared plan. Addressing my ex-father-in-law directly, I remarked, "Well, you're not really my stepfather anymore, but for convenience I'll call you that. You work at Rainbow Publishing, right?" He glanced at me with a hint of disdain. "Yes, I do. I'm a director there. What about it?" I held his gaze, my resolve unwavering. "I work with Rainbow Publishing, but I can't bring myself to support a company where you are. I want to terminate the contract, if at all possible." He brushed off my words with arrogance, claiming, "I don't care. There are plenty of workers. It won't have any impact." "Understood. I'll quit immediately, and I'll sign a contract with your rival company," I declared, refusing to be intimidated by his demeanor. With my ex-father-in-law's arrogance on display and my peripheral vision catching the stunned expressions of the others, I stood firm, determined to assert my worth and reclaim my dignity. I dialed the editor at Rainbow Publishing to inform them of the contract termination. There was a stir on the other end of the phone, but I remained resolute, conveying my message before hanging up. Without delay, I contacted the rival company to express my intention to proceed with a contract. Despite my actions, my ex-father-in-law retained his smug demeanor, while my brother, still bewildered, glanced nervously around. Eventually, a call came through to my ex-father-in-law's smartphone. "Hello," he answered, his tone shifting as he listened intently. "It's me. Yeah? What? The president? What's going on?" His expression paled as he whispered into the phone, and upon ending the call, he turned to me with a newfound gravity. Are you the popular author, Yes Ray?" he inquired, his tone incredulous. "Well, yeah, Yes Ray is my pen name for light novels. So what?" I replied evenly. "Wait, you mean our president said a popular author is breaking the contract with us, and it's my fault?" He realized, his tone shifting to one of realization. "I simply asked you if it was okay to terminate the contract, and he said it didn't matter. That's all there is to it," I explained, holding my ground. He sighed heavily before continuing, "I apologize. You're in a late, right? Isn't it embarrassing for you to deal with a middle school dropout like me? Sorry." With his apology, I felt a sense of closure, knowing that my decision was acknowledged, albeit through unexpected circumstances. "I apologize, but can you reconsider terminating the contract?" my father-in-law pleaded, his tone marked by an unexpected humility. Curious about his sudden change in attitude, my ex-sister-in-law interjected, "Why would you be so humble to her? You're a middle school dropout after all." Frustrated, I snapped back, "Idiots. You're our publishing house's top author. If you leave, the damage to our company would be enormous. The president told me to take responsibility. At this rate, I'll be demoted." "What? Really? You?" "If that happens, it'll be too embarrassing to associate with the relatives. Please do something," my ex-sister-in-law and her parents pleaded, their confusion and desperation evident. "Please, can you reconsider?" they implored, their voices tinged with desperation. "It's impossible. The matter is settled, so please leave," I asserted firmly, my brother standing by my side in solidarity. "Then please leave as requested," my brother added, his smile brightening as we watched the 3 of them leave, their shoulders slumped in defeat. After their departure, my brother turned to me with a newfound admiration. "You're a popular author? I didn't know that." "Well, I use a pen name when I posted a work I wrote last year online. It got good reviews, and Rainbow Publishing offered me a contract. I've been making quite a bit of money," I explained, a sense of pride swelling within me. My brother's smile widened. a rare sight in recent times. And so the broken engagement was resolved. My ex-sister-in-law seemed to be seeking another partner, but no one would approach her since the incident became widely known. She eventually became reclusive and quit her job. As for my ex-father-in-law, being blamed for my contract termination led to his demotion to a regular employee. Unable to endure warehouse work, he resigned. My ex-mother-in-law faced harsh criticism from her relatives for her disgraceful behavior at the wedding reception and was no longer recognized by her once proud and accomplished family. It serves them right, I thought, grateful for the support of my new publisher. My popular work was turned into a comic, and its popularity soared once again. Now there's talk of an anime adaptation. My brother buried the memory of the wedding as a dark history and focused on working hard. Our days returned to being peaceful, and though I still racked my brain over creating light novels, I found happiness in the repetition of these peaceful days. I planned to go on a trip with my brother, taking our late parents' house with us, preserving their memory and cherishing the peace we found together.